Uh-oh. What is going on with my video? Well, hello, everybody. Bear with me. Usually I have video. Tonight I don't. Oh, come on. Sorry, it's been so busy lately. I haven't had a chance to stream, and of course I come back and I'm missing parts of my streaming. Oh, come on. My camera's right there. Why wouldn't it be working? Plug it back in. Well, that wasn't it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Well, I don't get it. There's no reason why that shouldn't be working. I just want to stream. I don't want to have to troubleshoot. That's all I do for work all day. Even though I'll be troubleshooting broken gaming stuff, I guess that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? But that's different. It's fun. Yeah, that's it right there. Sorry, I was not expecting to have to do this tonight. Nope, nothing. Let me restart OBS real quick. And come on, give me something. Why does it think it's my microscope? Oh, I bet I know what's going on. All right, let's see. Workbench. Well, this is not what I was expecting to do tonight. just have to troubleshoot my own shit. Again, my microscope's there, but if I go to my microscope, alright, let's try that. Okay. It's getting there. Why is it not full screen? That is so weird. Now it's like it's not doing the right resolution. Resolution 1920 by 1080. There we go. Well, back. I'm back, I think. There we go. There's my hand. Could have taken longer. What are we doing tonight? We are doing... I don't have a whole lot going on right now because I'm actually just waiting on a bunch of parts. But I figured I do have a couple parts in stock, and even though I'm going to be doing complete Switch 1 restorations, like replacing the digitizers, I don't have the digitizers yet, but these are pretty time consuming, only because they're a little bit of a pain in the ass to take apart. So, but they're a little bit more difficult. I'd almost rather take apart a Switch Lite than have to take one of these apart, just to give you some perspective. You get a couple screwdriver bits that I need here. Do some Phillips 00. So yeah, tonight I'm just hanging out. Just thought it'd be better to get a stream going and not get too rusty at the work here. So what do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws to get the shell off. And I think these are actually already third-party shells. I could be wrong. But along with replacing the Joycons in these, or the joysticks in these tonight, we'll end up cleaning them out too. Which I should get some alcohol ready for that. Alrighty, that's no bueno. I think somebody had these open before and didn't put a spring back right. So we'll fix that too. Now, I don't think I have to take this whole thing apart. Nope, don't like that. Yeah, unfortunately, this does not feel great in here. It's like somebody really struggled to put this back together. And that came out nice and easy. And so now I'm pretty positive that this is a aftermarket shell. Okay. So just 2 screws for the Joy-Con, which is nice. Flip this latch, and the Joy-Con should just pop right out at that point. One in. Make sure our dust cover actually stays. Ah. Wow. Yeah, somebody really screwed this thing up. They tore the dust cover. I mean, guys, if you're gonna do this stuff, you gotta really take your time on it. I mean, I'm not perfect. Um, I definitely make some mistakes on this stuff, but if you rip stuff, you replace it. I might have to see if I can order some more of these, but I'm not sure if I can, to be honest with you. I'm sure that somebody's got to make these aftermarket. Okay. Jesus. I shouldn't have taken out those 4 screws. Next time I'll just keep that in, but that's okay. It's been a while since I've taken these apart. This is such a mess. There's really no good reason to rip these either. You just gotta be a little extra careful with them. Sorry, this is really annoying to me right now. Nope. Okay. Nope. That's terrible. Most of it stayed in, actually. It's always nice when it should be like something. I'm being sarcastic, but like it should just be a simple replacement, and then somebody screwed up something and just rigged it back together. You know, all it is leaving a problem for somebody else. So, I guess I'll go ahead and get this back together tonight, and it's not really mine to make the decisions on for the repairs. This is what I got, commissioned to do this repair for. So, I'll get it back together for tonight, and then it's up to my client if they want to replace it or not. I'm gonna leave the one part out that's definitely struggling to hold alignment. Come on. Yeah, sorry, stuff like that just kind of upsets me. It's like, what are you doing? Why would you make this somebody else's problem? Especially because I don't like giving back this quality of work. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's get these screws in for the Joycons. Okay. Oh. Make sure it's aligned in the right way. Okay. Now let's see if we can slide this back in. Careful with the ribbon cables here. There we go. Unfortunately, I can't remember if these are the right screws for it. I actually don't think that they are, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to open up another one to be convinced. This might be one of those deals where they're the right screws now because somebody like forced them in. Oh, that's not the right hole. Okay, let's get these ribbon cables back in. Come on, get in there. Like I said, these things are kind of a pain in the ass. They're not hard. They're just a pain in the ass. Come on. Oh, come on. I should have asked myself, do I have the patience for this tonight? Oh. There we go. Alright, that's one in. There we go. Give that a little gentle nudge with some plastic just to make sure it's seated all the way. Okay. Now, get this piece back in. Next time, let's make sure I'm plugging it in the right way. Okay. I got 3 more of these fuckers to do tonight. Okay. Pretty sure this one's missing a spring now. That might have been. Either way, I think we're missing 1 spring out of this setup. Which pisses me off. Yeah, that's what that was. Ugh. I hate it. I hate it so much. Yep, that way. You good, Scratch? What are you hacking up over there? Okay, now get the rumble motor plugged back in. There we go. And this should pretty much be one done. All that just because I know I could just replace the grips on these, but I don't know what any kind of damage has been done to those. What the... Hold on, I just found a loose spring. Okay. What I'm going to do is actually just do the other one real quick. I just want to see how much damage was done to this beforehand. See if there's any... I hope both these weren't opened up. I doubt it. Yeah, see, these are freaking tri-wing screws on the outside. They didn't even use the stock screws. I don't mind third-party shells, I get it. But try and use stock screws. Try. I get it. Sometimes you have one that's messed up. I remember this one. This one was the one that was all jacked up because somebody ended up bending this really bad. Alright, let's try and... Actually, it looks pretty good. Yeah, see, this one's already... You can tell this screw isn't the correct one. Sorry, it is in this one, but it wasn't over there. That came up a little easy too, but at least all the double-sided tape is down. I could see that. Yep. Two of these screws, and then this thing will pop out. Now this... We're going to have to undo this one. We're going to have to undo this one. Okay, now just gently wiggle this out. And there we go. I didn't destroy the damn dust cover. Sorry, I'm being really critical, but like I said, you kind of got to do these things right. And it just goes right back in. Let's get the screws in for that. I feel like I'm in one of those moods tonight where I'm just going to be... I shouldn't do that. Alright, new stick in. Let's go ahead and get these back in. going to take this out so I don't lose the spring. And don't need to take this one apart, but we will. It was a good reference. Yeah, maybe I'll take this one apart. If I remember right, these things just really need. Yeah, I'm trying to be somewhat gentle though. Yes, I believe. Oh, I almost had it. Yes, it does. In there. And all you should have to do is line them up. Which is a little easier said than done, I get it. There we go. Both springs are in. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to repair that other one again here in a second. It was a good learning experience again. This ribbon cable sucks. This one's like really tiny. And really shaky and wobbly. Oh, it would help if it was open. Alright, we gotta get our shoulder button back in. That goes back on top. We're good there. We'll get these two screws back. Good. Before I get this completely back together, I'm going to go ahead and give that a IPA rinse. So I'll put that off to the side. And let's go back to this mess again. So that screw does not go there. Man, somebody really messed this thing up. Okay, and some of this could just be that the screws are in the wrong holes. So we'll do that. Oh, that's fucked. Sorry. Yeah, they won't even come out because they're done underneath. That's one screw out. Alright, well we need one tiny screw in here, so we'll take this tiny screw. And it should be bottom left for the other tiny screw. Okay. We got those 2 screws. That looks right. And let's see if we can get this last spring back in. Actually, hopefully I can do this with putting these 2 screws in. We've got to find the springs now. We got 1 spring. Where the fuck did the other one go? Did it launch across the room? That's a possibility. I believe I have some extras around here somewhere though, so I'm not too concerned about that. Not there. Not under there. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find an extra one. Or let me try and get my my magnetic broom out. See if I just toss it on the floor somehow. Not hearing any clicks. Nope, nothing on the floor. I didn't see anything launch that far away though, so that's kind of what's confusing me. It's okay. I'll find it eventually. Alright. Got my trusty bag of spare parts. There we go, springs. Okay. I'll keep this bag to the side just in case we need any other spares later. Like I said, I do get it if you got to use aftermarket parts every once in a while. Just don't let parts go missing. That is absolutely terrible. Actually, I should see if I have any spare dust covers. I don't think I do, though. We're checking. Yeah, unfortunately, no go on the dust covers. Okay, let's get this thing back together. Well, considering whoever did this before I did completely botched this entire thing, the fact that all we're missing is half a dust cover after all that, that's probably the best outcome here. It's a much better outcome than it was before, at least. Nice. Surprises me that I can knock those out in one try. Those springs suck sometimes. Okay. Get this screw back in, the right screw. Carefully close this up. Oh, let me make sure the battery's connected. Yeah, it looks connected. And we'll put these crappy aftermarket screws back in. Okay. All those buttons feel good. Let me see if I can get it attached to my switch real quick. too sensitive. That's not great. Well, that might be a botched stick. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Well, before I get too far into these, I'm going to test this other stick and make sure they're not all botched for some reason. Okay. These are going to need 1.5s. I think the 3's too big. Okay. Let's talk about the tri-wing bit. It's kind of weird that that other one's not working. I've used this brand before on many other switches, and I haven't had a problem with them yet, so that would be my first problem. I can't say many other. I'd say about 3 or 4 switches. I mean, this one's working pretty well already. That's nice. Yep, this stick's perfect. Good. Yeah. Alright, so we got one botch stick. Yeah. Alright. The spring shot out again. From where? I have no freaking clue. It's not from there. That is so weird. The spring's all messed up though. It's like somebody pinched it in there. We might pop in another spring just for that one. Okay, so all we need to do is 3 screws here. Love it when the plastic starts grabbing onto the screws and there's really nothing you can do about it. Okay. There's that one. See if there's enough sticky residue on here to maybe actually set this down one more time. The good news is if that stick is actually botched, I have a lot more coming. I think I got like a pack of 10 coming. So it's not the end of the world. It just sucks though. Oh no! I wasn't missing a spring, it just landed into this thing somehow. Well, that's great. At least I'm finding all my springs. So I may have smashed that one actually. That might be on me. But it's a good thing I got extras. Come on. I think I got the dust covers down this time, which would be good. Come on. Why won't you align? Okay, come on now. I'm not even done with 2 of these yet, and they're starting to piss me off. Alright, 1 screw in. And 2nd screw in. Let me make sure that those dust covers are aligned. I say covers since the previous owner broke them. Nope. Okay, getting there. Getting there, getting there. Okay. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. Battery back in, and we'll see if the Joy-Con actually aligns or if it's another problem. Got quite a few viewers tonight. If anybody actually wants to ask questions, you're more than welcome to. Alright. Yeah, that already feels better. Alright, let's see what we got here. See, that's a tiny bit off calibration, but that should be an easy fix just by doing the calibration utility on the switch itself. Yep, perfect calibration. Okay, so this stick may have came bad from factory. So we got two sticks that are good right now. So that'll give us one more to repair tonight. I don't feel like repairing the aftermarket one. Yeah, let's get all the screws in again. I am going to try that stick one more time in another controller though, just to see. Maybe I didn't push the ribbon cable in far enough. Could be a number of different things. Okay. Come on now. Whoever had this switch before, man, they were rough on it. This one I actually had to bend the frame back into shape because they were holding it or something and just cranked this one out. So this one's not perfect, but this was actually hanging out of the controller before. It was luckily repairable. But the frame of the this isn't it, but I actually had to put this into a vise and carefully crunch it down so that it would bend back into place. I'm rough on my stuff, but I don't think I've ever been that rough. Damn. And this one's just dirty. Yeesh. This one might be a little bit tougher if I remember right. Ooh. Alright. 1, 2. Hopefully it should just be 3 down here. Okay. No, this one's actually going to be okay. Forgot you just have to be pretty careful with the ribbons, but you don't have to really take much else apart. It's just a little tighter on the ribbons, that's all it is. Okay. Let's see if I get lucky and this joystick actually works in this controller. There we go. One more screw on this side. Okay. I'm just gonna try and calibrate the stick the way it is and okay. Not bad. Let's see if I can get away with this without having to put any more screws back in until I test it. No, I might need to put some screws in. I was putting some pressure on there and it was actually tightening it up and making it a little bit better. So something's shells. It's okay, it's not many screws. These plastics are shot too, I could just feel it. Nope, 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 nope. Try that, see if my luck gets any better. Yeah, this thing's fucked. It just gets stuck there. It's like the magnet's all fucked in it. Up and down works okay. Left and right, not so much. Okay. I was holding a magnet to it, by the way, because I was trying to see if, or a misaligned magnet. Didn't work, but you never know. Sometimes I actually have seen weird stuff like that work. Okay. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I really don't like this shell. Everything looks fine in the ribbon cable. Not like it's going to be an easy return to Express, so it's like, might as well. Come on, you're almost there. Got one corner down. Okay. Where would the problem be? It's a button. I'll look into this a little bit more before I keep taking that apart. But we'll pop another one in for right now. Okay. Okay. Let's get the screws back in for this. And we'll give it a test. Yeah, this one I might need a reshow. This one's not feeling great as far as the plastics go. Which I hate to see, but it happens. Nothing. Might have gotten a botch set. Oh, I don't think I plugged it in. Damn it. Is that one on me? That one might be on me. We'll find out. That one's on me. Not gonna work if you don't plug it in. Sorry, I went a little bit out of my normal order there. I figured I would try and get everything screwed in first, which I don't know if that was a great idea. Usually I get this plugged in and then I screw everything in, but yeah, now the ribbon cable's all tight, so it's kind of hard to get it where it needs to go. Oh well. There we go. All right. I think it'd actually be really funny if this one still didn't work after all this. I don't even think I'd be mad. I'd just be like, yep, sounds about right. Okay. Let's actually get this routed in. Okay. All right, here we go. Much better. Just does need to be calibrated. Perfect. Okay. So we had one botch stick tonight, and that's the first time that's happened to me from this vendor, so I'm not that disappointed. I mean, they're cheap AliExpress, cheap AliExpress, you know, Hall effect sticks. They're not like, what do you call it, GuliKit? GuliKit. That's why, you know, sometimes I'll actually have parts that makes more sense for me. I mean, they work great when they work. And I haven't had one fail on me that wasn't already failed to begin with. So I'm not gonna sit here and down talk them. They're cheap, which is great for somebody who's in my business of wanting to fix this stuff. It allows me to offer my potential clients cheap products too. I mean, would you rather spend $10 to replace sticks, or do you want to spend, you know, 20? And if you do want to spend 20, I totally get it. Okay. One hour and 44 minutes for 4 sticks. Good. Good. Okay. Well, we got one set done. I do need to clean them up a bit, but that's all. It's actually my girlfriend's Switch. We did a reshell for her because she really likes the Super NES. I think this isn't just this is the Famicom, Super Famicom. So these ones actually have the same sticks in them, and they've had these for about 6 months. No issues. They work just as good. Cool. Alright, let's see if I can clean these nasty things real quick. And we got one stick that we still got to work with here. But I'm all out of sticks at the moment, so I got an order coming in. Should be between 4 and 7 days from now. Just gonna use some IPA on this and get all the crud out of there. The person I'm doing these for, they don't want to spend a whole ton of money on these. They just want to make sure that they work and you know, semi cleaned up. Otherwise, I would have actually just cleaned these up from the shell when I had it apart. But a quick once over on these is kind of all they want. You gotta grab a rag real quick. But after I'm done, the hell? I think that thing just clown honked at me. I didn't even know a Switch could do that, to be honest with you. But yeah, tonight's a pretty quick night. I just wanted to get some of the grunt work done that I don't really necessarily enjoy doing, but kind of needed to do. Here's another thing we gotta do, actually. Alright. Whoops. Got those don't work. Oh, well, that's great. The L shoulder button doesn't work. Okay. And let's try the other controller that I messed with tonight. Okay. It's the blue one, right? Yeah, that sucks. Okay. So, gotta crack that one back open. It was almost there. I'll have to find out if I just missed a ribbon cable or is the button on that one bad. It didn't feel as good as the right button, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. Okay. Yeah. It all seems okay. Oh, that might not be in all the way. Yeah, that does look a little weird. No, that seems fine, actually. The minus works. Okay, let's drop some alcohol in there if we can. That'd probably be the first thing to try and do. That's not working. Okay. Like I said, I'm not seeing any tears or anything in the ribbon cable. Is there no way to short these out though? That feels really weird on there. It is definitely moving around. Yeah, that is fucked. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Show you guys what I'm seeing here. That don't look right. I see it wiggling around, but I don't know. Try and get a little closer, actually. Okay, what part is wiggling around here? Oh yeah, that is fucked. I think that took the pads. The ground is off and everything. Okay. Well, this is a new enough system where I bet you that piece is actually relatively inexpensive to find. But let me at least see if I can see what these pads look like. Okay. I'm thinking these pads are non-existent anymore. Yeah. Like this one is the only one that exists. It was like hanging on by that. I might be able to salvage this. It's possible. Like, would I want to, though? Hold on a second. Sorry. I need to get better footing here. Okay, I actually have a new grinder. I'm going to try that because, I mean, worst case here, I just should be able to get another one of these ribbons. Okay. This would be a good opportunity for me to experiment on this thing anyways. Okay. Well, that anchor point up there is pretty shot, I think. Okay. Well, that one is literally just an anchor point, so I don't think I have to worry about that too much. Let's see if we can get... I'm going to get this plugged back in and see if we can at least get anything shorted to it now that the copper's exposed. Actually, before we do that, let's get it cleaned up. Yeah, we did get a good amount of copper exposed there, so that's good. And the far left one is a ground. So it's the far right one. Okay. So nothing. See if I can get these pads off here. That's going to be a little tough. They're coming off. Okay, pads are off. I have that fucking thing in upside down. Can't think straight. What's wrong with me? No wonder it's not making contact. Come on, man. Use your head tonight. Okay. Now, Still not much of anything, but come on, you bitch. I think I'm actually just gonna have to try and solder those on real quick. Okay. Well, let's go back to the microscope. Okay. Jesus. This is a pain in the ass to get to stay still. I see what the issue is. Yeah. This is not going to be fun to try and fix. I need to somehow get that like slightly elevated. Alright. Well, let me see if I have any traces that are small enough. Or some pads, I mean. I got a pad kit here. Don't know if this is really going to be worth the effort to do. But well, before I do that, let me make sure we can actually buy another one of these. Check Amazon first. Let's see, what would that be? The Joycon left shoulder ribbon. Okay. So they do sell a whole 5 set of these for like $11.99, and it'd probably be good for me to actually keep like a whole 5 set of these on. They got the lefts. It'd be nice if they have the rights too. But good, okay. At least I know they sell them. It was $11.99 for a set of 5. So what is that, like Oh God, I can't even think tonight. It's at least $2. um, what is that? Like 225-ish a piece? Wow. I do accept anybody answering for me. You can be like, hey, dipshit, it's actually this much. I am totally cool with that. I do know how to math, just not right now. But it is midnight for me. Which begs the question, like, why am I even doing this at midnight? But it's just what I do. Alright. I haven't really figured out how to take these out very well. I've gotten one out. Jesus. What I need is a better lighting system for this. I think a microscope's going to be like on my major to-do list here. It's really hard to see when my microscope's all messed up. Okay. Okay, where'd it go? It's probably underneath. Yeah, it is. Well, that's all fucked up. Trying to get it pushed back in the camera. That's not terrible. Looks like it's folded in half, though. Ugh. Yeah, I think that is folded in half. Come on, get back. Yeah, I can't really see this with my eyes. This thing's like as big as a hair. I think I have hairs that are bigger than this. Okay. I don't think I'm going to get anywhere with that tonight. I'm not saying I'm not going to keep trying, but I do have to work tomorrow. I got my day job, so I think I'm definitely going to order some of those parts just to have on standby. Did I just flip the fucker again? I think I did. Damn, I lost it. Alright, I'm gonna have to learn how to use these things, and I'm gonna do some research on that. I've gotten one, and I got it on a Game Boy Advance, and it worked. I even used the UV resin. It was great, but I definitely am struggling with it quite a bit. So that's all right. All right. Well, I got a little bit more work to do. I need one more Hall effect stick because one of them came messed up, and I need to repair one of the shoulder buttons on these things. So I'll order those parts and I'll continue this when that comes up, when the parts come in. So, anyways, thanks everybody that just tuned in to watch tonight. That was nice to have people watching. Give me a subscribe if you haven't yet. I definitely appreciate that. And I'll see you guys on the next stream. Thank you.